Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Friday night in the league. We got 8 games on today's schedule. Interesting games, some trappy. Overall, I do like the card. We're going to check each game out separately, guys, do some analysis, and try to find some winners. Best bet of the day, guys, an hour before tip-off, as usual, as a pinned comment also on my Twitter at Pick'emABABets. Let's jump right into the action, guys, and make some money. Let's go. All right, guys, first up, we got the Dallas Mavs in Atlanta taking on the Hawks. The Mavs struggling, guys, just one win in their last 5, 3-game losing streak, coming off a big 23-point loss against the Phoenix Suns. Got ran, guys. They actually got up 15, got a 40-10 run put on them, ended up dropping the game by 13. Kyrie Irving didn't play in that game. He sprained his thumb. Listed as questionable for tonight. Got to check his status. The Atlanta Hawks, guys, coming off a long road trip. They have lost 3 straight games, coming off a 22-point loss to the Golden State Warriors back home after a long trip. Never a good spot. Atlanta, guys, the trashy ass Hawks, how I like to call them overall, guys, they're just 18-20, 6 on the year. They played the last couple games without Trae Young. He was in concussion protocol. He's listed as questionable for tonight. A lot of unknowns here, guys. Kyrie Irving on the one side. Then we got Trae Young on the other side. We got to see who's going to play. The lean in this game, guys, is going to be on Atlanta, actually, the plus 2.5. Just one star, though, guys. I don't bet on Atlanta Hawks games. So it's a certainty that I will not be betting on this game. But this line did open up very short, 1.5. This is a contrarian strategy bet. I know a lot of people are going to be taking Dallas here. I'm taking Atlanta, guys, just as a contrarian play. I don't like this game. I'm not going to bet it. If you guys do and you bet Dallas, be a little careful. This does look a little trappy. All right, up next, we got the Houston Rockets in Charlotte taking on the Hornets. The Rockets, guys, struggling, just one win in their last 5, coming off a very bad loss. They were 10.5-point favorites against Portland, ended up dropping that game straight up by 6. The Houston Rockets, who do struggle on the road as well, just 4-15. The good news, they should be coming in at full strength in this game. The Charlotte Hornets, guys, they are just 10-32 on the year. 2 wins in their last 5, coming off a bad loss on the road to the Detroit Pistons by 7. We talked about Charlotte, guys, in the last video. They traded away Terry Rozier. Mitch Kupchak, the GM, says he's not done wheeling and dealing. Should be more trades on the horizon for Charlotte, which means they have risen the white flag. These do look like a lot of points, guys, for a Houston team that does suck on the road, but I think Charlotte, guys, is in tank mode. The play here, guys, I'm going to put Houston here as a money line. I can't trust them laying the 5.5. I'm going to take them with the money line. 3 stars. I'm going to put this on the side. I'm probably going to pair this up with something as a little 2-game money line parlay. Houston, the first leg of that. I do think they win this game. The points, not so sure. Up next, we got my Phoenix Suns in Indiana taking on the Pacers. Phoenix Suns, guys, red hot, 7-game winning streak, 26-18 on the year. Currently in 5th place in the West. Into this game, they should be coming into full strength. Eric Gordon listed as questionable. I think he will make his return tonight. Rested, catching the Indiana Pacers on the second night of back-to-back, guys. The Pacers, 2 wins in their last 5. They snapped the 3-game losing streak with a huge win last night against the Philadelphia 76ers by 12. Second night of back for Indiana, no travel though. Still without Tyrese Halliburton, still not going to play out with that groin injury. Now, guys, in this ball game, Phoenix red hot. It is tough to bet against them. We see this line is a little short, point shorter than my estimate. Indiana, guys, showed some pretty good stuff yesterday against Philly. They're going to be looking to get some revenge also from Phoenix. They got a 7-point loss just about a week ago in Phoenix. This is a revenge spot. Second night of back-to-back. I know it's always tough. I do expect Phoenix, guys, to win this game. I think it's going to go down to the wire, though. I'm going to take Indiana here with the plus 4.5. Take the points. Just 1 star, though. I hate betting against my team, but I think Indiana is the right side in this game. Our next game, we got the Clippers in Toronto taking on the Raptors. The Clippers, guys, they got 4 wins in their last 5 games. On a constant uptrend, guys. They're playing great. 28-14 are the LA Clippers. In this game, should be coming in pretty much full strength. Ivica Zubac, their starting center, still expect to miss. He's been out for a little over a week and a half now. Not playing tonight. The Toronto Raptors, guys, struggling. Just 1 win in their last 5. 3-game losing streak, coming off a really bad home loss to the Memphis Grizzlies, 108-100. The team has been having some trouble scoring the ball. Just 100 points against Memphis, 100 against New York. Not putting the ball in the basket to make things worse, guys. Emmanuel Quickly, the player that just came over from the Knicks, not expected to play tonight. He is out. Now, guys, in this ballgame, the line is pretty sharp. Clippers, the ultimate favorite in this game. Toronto been struggling. I can't really pick a side here, though. The -8 line, like I said, does look sharp. What I'm going to do here, guys, I'm going to take a prop bet on Scotty Barnes. I'm going to take him over the 21.5 points. I'm going to put 1 star behind this play. The Clippers, guys, it's well known they don't have much size. Zubac being out, they're not going to have much in the paint. I think it's going to be a problem there. Scotty Barnes likes to get a lot of his points down underneath the hoop. I think he's going to have a field day tonight. I'm going to take him over the 21.5 points. This is going to be my play in this game. Up next, we got the Orlando Magic and Memphis taking on the Grizzlies. The Orlando Magic, just 2 wins in their last 5 games, coming off a blowout loss at home to the Cleveland Cavs by 27. Was a bad spot for Orlando, guys. It was the second night of a back-to-back. Just ended up beating Miami the night before. In that second game, guys, they sat Markelle Fultz, Jonathan Isaac, tired legs. We're never really in it. Cleveland was shooting lights out. Took an L in that game tonight. Everyone should be available, guys, except for Gary Harris, who's been out for a while. The Memphis Grizzlies, guys, 3 wins in their last 5, 2-game winning streak. Got a couple of really nice wins on the road against the Raptors. And in the last one, big win in Miami by 9. They were 10.5-point dogs. Ended up getting the W in that game. Memphis, guys, we know struggling with injuries. Tonight, Luke Kennard should be coming back into the lineup. Santi Aldama listed as questionable. Got to check these player stats. You can see, guys, here, the line is pretty high, pretty inflated. Orlando -6. I had it at 4. This is the first game back from a road trip for Memphis. Guys, I'm not really buying too much into Memphis's recent form. I think all the absence of these important players will catch up to them. I think Orlando, guys, is going to feast on them tonight. I'm going to take them here with the -6, and I'm going to put 3 stars behind this play. I think they go in and dominate completely tonight in this game. Up next, we got the Cleveland Cavs in Milwaukee taking on the Bucks. The Cavs, 4 wins in their last 5 games, coming off a loss to Milwaukee. These 2 teams played just a couple nights ago. Same arena. Milwaukee got a 10-point win in that game. Cleveland got their winning streak snapped. They are playing shorthanded, guys, without Mobley and Darius Garland. We know Tristan Thompson is going to be out for 25 games. Doping. Milwaukee, guys, 4 wins in their last 5. Like I said, 10-point win against the Cavs a couple of nights ago. We know they've fired their coach, Adrian Griffin. Don't know if Doc Rivers is going to be on the sidelines tonight. I'm guessing he isn't just yet. Milwaukee, guys, 5.5-point favorites. They were favored by 6.5, 7 points in the prior game. We see the line did drop a bit. The lean, guys, is on Cleveland, but the line is very accurate, guys. It's hard to predict how Milwaukee is going to come out each game. Personally, I can't bet on a side here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a prop bet on Donovan Mitchell to go over the 30.5 points. I think he has a big game tonight. Just 1 star, though. He only had 24 in the game before. He didn't shoot that well. He did play a lot of minutes. I think tonight, guys, he's going to pick it up. I think he's going to have a big game. Go over this number. This is going to be my pick in this game. Mitchell over the 30.5 points. Now, next game, we got the Thunder in New Orleans taking on the Pelicans. The Thunder, guys, red hot. 4 straight wins for them, coming off a huge 140-114 win against the San Antonio Spurs. It was a second night of back-to-back, guys. But like I said, young guys. Don't feel any fatigue. No tiredness for them, guys. The legs are young and they can keep running forever. Big 140 points on second night back-to-back. Very impressive for the Thunder. The Pelicans, guys, 3 wins in their last 5. They're also coming off a big win, 153-124 against the Utah Jazz. Bounced back from that bad loss to the Phoenix Suns. They're going to continue their homestand. 2-point favorites in this game. This is actually a revenge spot for Oklahoma City. The Pelicans did beat OKC earlier in the year on the road. Revenge spot for the Thunder. Both teams, guys, pretty much, they're playing well. OKC a little more consistent than the Pelicans. Pelicans a little more unpredictable. But both teams at full strength. I'm actually going to go with the home team here. I'm going to take New Orleans, guys, with the money line. I'm going to put just 1 star, though, behind this play. It is tough betting against the Thunder. The reason I'm going with the money line here, guys, yesterday, I had the Sacramento Kings with the -2. They only ended up winning by 1. Usually when the lines are real short like this, you can always get hooked, guys. These little points, half points, always tend to make a difference. I think the Pelicans do win this game, but why would we want them just to win by 1 and lose this bet? Let's take them here on the money line, pay that little extra juice. All right, in our last game of the night, we got the Portland Trail Blazers in San Antonio taking on the Spurs. The Blazers, 3 wins in their last 5. They are uptrending, though, playing very good basketball, guys. Big 6-point win against the Rockets on the road. They were 10.5-point dogs. It was a second night of a back-to-back. They ended up winning that game in overtime. They're playing very well. The night before, guys, only dropped that game by 2 to the Thunder on the road. We're actually unlucky not to win that game as well. They are playing some pretty good basketball. San Antonio, guys, just 1 win in their last 5, coming off a really, really bad blowout loss to the Thunder by 26 at home. It was the first game back from a road trip, always a tough spot. San Antonio was never really in it, gave up 140. Now, guys, a 3-point favorite here for San Antonio. The line is a little odd, in my opinion. I had them favored by 1.5, and I thought that was generous. The more I think about it, I'd probably have Portland as a short 1-point favorite, which makes this line look a little weird. This game does actually remind me of Detroit and Charlotte a couple nights ago. It looks like the exact same type of scenario. A couple of really, really bad teams playing with each other. I think a lot of people are going to be taking Portland and the points. Portland is uptrending, guys. This line does look a little funky. I'm going to follow the book's lead here, and I'm going to take San Antonio with the -3. Just like I took Detroit against Charlotte. That play cashed. I'm going to take San Antonio here with the -3. Just 1 star, though. It's dangerous, guys. It's risky. Always betting on San Antonio, even as a favorite. A 3-point favorite is tough to pull the trigger, but I think they are the right side here. Let's take the Spurs here minus the points. And this is what I got for you guys tonight on this Friday, January the 26th. And these 8 games, we broke them down with their analysis, got our picks, and we are ready to go. Now, guys, out of all these plays, what I'm looking at is I'm thinking of putting in a money line parlay with Houston and Orlando. I think both these teams are going to win. They're going to at least win the game. I don't know if both of them are going to cover the spreads, but I think for a straight up win, both teams I think will get the job done. Charlotte, guys, like we said, they pretty much threw up the white flag. And Memphis first came back from a road trip, but they've been playing a little over their potential, I think. This is a great spot for Orlando. They are much better, guys. Much more quality on their team. I think this is a great bounce back spot for the Magic as well. I'm looking for a parlay in that game. What else do we got here? I'm also thinking, guys, about pulling the trigger on the Spurs with the -3. Like I said, it reminds me a lot of the Detroit-Charlotte game a couple nights ago. I think we might have a pretty good play on that one as well. Officially, guys, I will post my best bet of the day, though, as a pinned comment about an hour before tip-off. Also my Twitter, @Pick'emNBABets. And on that note, I'm going to wrap up the video right here. I'm going to wish you all good luck on your plays, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Later.